today is not a knitting diary entry. Today is actually a little deviation from everybody's spring making plans. I've already cast on a bunch of stuff earlier this year for the 12 cast-ons. And so my actual goal is that apart from those 12 cast-ons, which I would like to finish, I have the Yumi, which is a spring/summer shirt. I have the Checker Plate Tee, which is spring/summer shirt. I have the Selena shirt, which is not from the 12 cast-on, but to test it. And I have the Sheena blouse, which is part of the 12 cast-on. So I already have 4 summer/spring tees that I would like to finish. One that has to be finished by mid-spring. I don't have these giant plans that I know myself I won't get to, because odds are I'll just, I get distracted and I want to do other stuff. I, on the other hand, have whips. I have whips that work well for spring that I would actually like to try and finish throughout spring, apart from those 4. Which, if I finish anything apart from the Selena shirt by Tested, that's fine, but everything else also works very well for summer. But I would love to finish a couple things that I've had on the needles for at least a year, if not longer. And we're going to talk about those. Looking around, I'm going to start with this guy right here. Okay, so this is probably the one that's closest to being done. Maybe not actually, looking at everything. But it's relatively close. This is my Brooklyn Raglan Lite by Tori. This is my second Brooklyn Raglan Lite. I have one in green that I like to wear a lot. And I cast on this wonderful guy not too long ago. I think I cast this on last year. I hope I cast this on last year. This is number 2. I love the pattern, and the only reason why I'm not anywhere closer to being done is because I'm now on Body Island, which for the Brooklyn Raglan series, for Tori's Brooklyn Raglan series, the sleeves contain all the fun and the body is stockinette. So you have the gorgeous texture pattern in the sleeves, and I've finished those already. I just need to weave in ends. And then you have the body, and the body is all stockinette, and that's where I got stuck. So I'm wondering if this is maybe something that I should take with me for knitting on the train after, because it's knitting in the round and round without any end point inside, because I am only this far into the body. So that's what I've got going for me here. I would love to finish this because I was wearing the other, the green Brooklyn Raglan Lite a lot in the last couple of years. And I would like to have another one. Very much so. This is, by the way, knit in Tiny Human Knits, I think. In their merino nylon. They're sock based basically, and this is the colorway Hot Lava or Hot Laval. And I got this in a D-stash. So I would love to work on my Brooklyn Raglan Lite. And hopefully I get to wear it this spring. Alright, this is... this one feels like madness whenever I touch it, because I have 3 balls of yarn attached. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is all the Atelier Citron Echt, which is their cotton base, and it's, I think they say it's a sport weight, but it knits up like a fingering. Or it's the other way around. But I have these 3 colors. And I am knitting a simple stripy raglan with this. And free it. This is where I'm at. So I love those colors together. I want to wear this. And I would love to continue working on this and finish it. Sorry, I just noticed where I have some ends to weave in. So yeah, this is a fairly simple raglan. You can a little bit see the color change in the back. Unfortunately, it goes down all the way in the back, and I could have probably changed it to the side at some point, but that would have meant cutting 3 strands and having 6 extra ends to weave in, and I was not in the mood for that. It's going to be enough ends as it is. So I would love to finish this. So the stripy shirt is actually just a basic raglan. In this case, the math was sort of kind of done by the owner of my local yarn store. I've adapted a bit. So all I can say is knit a gauge swatch, get one of those raglan calculators and use that if you want to make something like that. But this is a definitely a light enough shirt that I would love to finish, because it's going to be a very easy staple and it's not too dressy, so I can also without any qualms wear it just for dropping off kids or picking up kids. The next project I have that I would love to finish is the Salty Air Tee by Samantha Guerin. And this is where I'm at. This is about the same amount of knitting I've done on the Brooklyn Raglan. I would say maybe, well, I mean the Brooklyn Raglan has the sleeves finished, but alas, in terms of body. This also goes around and round and round now for the body, and the same goes for the sleeves. No, it's just a lace. It's this is Samantha Guerin's gorgeous, gorgeous Salty Air Tee, which is a lace yoke. And I'm just in love with this. It's a very, very stunning pattern. I've seen it a lot and I've started knitting it, and I need to finish it. So this is another one that I would love to finish so I can actually wear it. I am knitting this in Wool and Forest on their sock base in the colorway Bronze. Here is one more skein that I have left. And I think I'll need about 2.5 skeins. So 250 grams. And this will be really nice. Now this is more of a spring pattern, spring shirt also, because it is definitely a wool yarn, and in the midst of summer I'm not sure I would want to wear this, but for right now this would just be nice to have. Well, I shouldn't say for right now, because we still have days and it's almost freezing. So, you know, like, but come April this would be nice to have. So this is something I would love to continue working on and eventually finish. Now, we're not done. I'm telling you, I have a whip problem. I'm gonna reach for this actually next. The next one I have is the Trestle Tee by Tif Neilan, and this is a project I started, was it last year or the year before, with my friend EJ, who is a Craftsy Turtle on Instagram. And we cast this on together, and EJ, being EJ, finished hers, and I did not finish mine. Sorry. I don't even have a reason for why I didn't finish it, frankly. I just didn't, and it annoys me. I have gotten this far. So, I've done the ribbing. I've only done single color ribbing. Technically you're supposed to do like a corrugated rib, I think it is, for the sleeves, and I didn't do that because I do not have the second color with me. Oh, there's my flower that my kids gifted me. That is now dry. My next step was supposed to be to pick up stitches for the neckline and then just go on knitting. And otherwise I have, yeah, I think they all stopped at about the same point with the body. If you look here, this is for the sleeve, just ribbing ends, and then this is the body. So it's ridiculous. I need to stop this. Here we go. This is knit in Elemental Effects Coastal in the colorway Mango. So here is one ball of yarn that I have. Pretty sure I have one or two more in my storage box here. So this gorgeous lace pattern was so much fun to knit. It didn't take a lot of like brain space. It was just very, very intuitive once you've gotten used to it. And damn, so pretty. I want this. This is going to be good. This is going to be nice to have. This is a yarn that I think is definitely a more summery yarn. So this will definitely be fine also for summer when it's really warm outside. And the color on top of that is very nice too. So this is also going to be very, very convenient for when it's really, really warm outside. So this is the Trestle Tee by Tif Neilan. And last but not least in my list of spring patterns that I've already cast on that I would love to finish is my Ilha by Orlane Sucche. This is a pattern that can be knit with long and short sleeves. I'm obviously knitting it with short sleeves. This one. Lo and behold, once again, it's about the same amount of knitting I've done on the body. But it needs sleeves. Well, short sleeves. But this is Ilha by Orlane Sucche. I am knitting this in Noro Sonata in the colorway 18. I could have sworn I just had the other skein in my hand. No, I'm losing it. Alas, this is such a stunning pattern. This is a silk yarn, and it is it's Noro. It is not an even ply. Let me put it that way. Like you can see here, it differs in width, and it's still fine. This is knitting up very nicely. I honestly don't know why I stopped knitting this. It seems to be clearly that the body is the problem, and maybe I need to knit everything cropped to the point where it just covers the boobage and I need to wear dresses more? Maybe? Alas. I love this gorgeous lace and cable pattern. Let me think. There we go. It was fun to knit, and on top of that it has a very, very pretty cable pattern going down the side. There you go. It is super pretty. And I just want this finished as well. I'm very, very upset that I have so many gorgeous spring patterns. I mean, let's not even talk about all the other whips I have. But having so many wonderful spring patterns on the needles right now when spring has sprung, so to speak, despite the temperatures, is really annoying. I would love to just get this done. And so I think we are maybe doing a little bit of a April clear needles, or like late April to early March clear needles thingy here, where I will, after my vacation, try and knit on like one focus project, and then each day I get one other project I can play on. But maybe this is going, maybe like one of these is going to be my train project, despite I prefer having smaller projects on the train. Maybe I'll just take one of those, and I have to pay for my sins, quote unquote, by having to take a project that is not just 100 grams, but that is 200 grams, until we have some of these projects off the needles. That might be an idea. I think that's what I would like to do, just to get these needles for one cleared again, and so I can actually wear those, because looking at them, there's not one that I would rather rip back and frog completely, then finish. So that's another problem. Like if I was sitting here and I would say, oh, you know what, maybe I can just frog it, that'd be fine too, and then I would do it right away. But looking at all 5 of these, I don't. I want the finished object. So I think this is going to be the plan for now. I want to finish what I've got going, and once I've finished what we've got going, we'll talk about what I can cast on. So we'll, yeah, it's like none of these take long. What am I doing? What even am I doing? It's ridiculous. So, alas, I've babbled enough. These are my spring whips that I would like to finish so I can actually wear them, as opposed to my spring knitting plans, because I'm not casting anything on, but it's still knitting. So, yeah. What are you planning to work up for spring? Do you have spring whips from previous years that you would like to finish? I'd love to hear. And maybe you also have a pattern that you think I might like based off what you've just seen. And I'm open. I'm game. Alright. I'll see y'all. Bye.